Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today we'll talk about useState hook in React.js. If you want to learn more about hooks and React, comment down below so I will see. And about more, you can check out in the description below, or I'll put my playlist about React.js. So first we'll talk about useState. This is the most important hook in React, and you should learn it first. So when do we use useState? So this is about functional based components. If we want to use like class, there you have this dot state. So we'll not talk about that. We talk about useState, which is hook in React.js for functional based component. So first, let me tell you something. If you go to extensions, I'm using VS Code, and you type ES7 React, you should download this. As you can see, 2 million download. Um, so this is a shortcut or extension for JavaScript where it can make a lot of more sense when we talk about React, and can help you about writing, clarifying, and so on. So if we type RFC and press enter, you will see that we get a function. So this is because this React ES7. So you can write it down like you want, but this is the first thing. So now let's first import useState hook. You type like this in curly brackets. And now this is apps, export default, you should know that. So if you want to create a file or folder about React, you go like, I already created it and opened app, nothing changed. You type npx create react app and call the name of your app, like LG example, LGP. There's no sponsor, by the way. So click enter and you will get an application like this. So then if you want to run the cd into that, I already cd into react app, and now you type npm start. So this is start out your app. So click enter, and now you will be able to see this. So it's failed to compile because we have already nothing. So first, let's talk about useState. useState enables us JavaScript writers to add state to a function components, as I talked about. So calling React useState inside a function component generates a single piece state associated with that component, whereas the state in class is always an object, as you know. With hooks, the state can be more and any type, like it can be string, like string, like div. No, div is HTML. You know, string, boolean, integer, float, numbers, and so on. So if you're asking when you should use useState hook, especially useful for local component state. Larger projects, you might require additional state. I'm just mentioning that. So let's first declare our first useState hook. So useState is named expert from React, and to use it, you can write like this useState. Now it's imported. So let's first create our component or const, and let's type in list count and set count. So what is this? So count is the number that we're going to declare, and set count is the state or function that's going to run when we want to change that number. So let's type useState, and as you can see, undefined, you can make like arrow function, of course, or you can also make string, number, or boolean like true, and so on. So first, let's talk about our number. So this is count, this is our number, this is 0 now, and set count is the function that's going to change this number. So let's go inside return and make a button. So button, and let's type only plus sign. So here, this is how you write a variable. in HTML using React, you uh, type curly braces, and now inside whatever variable you want, you can type only if it's already assigned, you know. So here minus. So if I go and refresh our browser, we will be able to see a button. Let me just zoom in for you guys. So there you go. We have 0 and plus and minus. This is doing nothing right now. But let's go and set it up. So as I mentioned before, this is 0, so that's why this is printing 0. If you want to change, then we use this set count, or you can change it like whatever you want, like set count to, you know, whatever. So let's create a function we can call like increasement. So inside that function, you can change whatever you want, as I said. So that's, and here we use our set count. So here is where we use, as you can see, value. So we need a value. So if we type only like count plus 1, this will increment our set count, and this will be 1 when we click on plus. But first we should type on click, and this is how you type function increasement. So if we go, you can see that it's gonna only run once, and it's gonna make only 1, and now everything changes. But if we go down, it can be changed. But this is not a good example because we don't get the previous. This is for more complex things, and I will talk about now. So when we use this, we want to get the previous value and then add to this. So we can type like PR value is equal to this arrow function is PR value plus 1. So this will get all the errors when we run like in other big apps, and then you can see it's working the same, but actually it's not. It's working more properly than it was. So let's create another function, decreasement, and now we're gonna set the count to PR value. Okay, we can change this whatever, like per PR EV. That's good. Like whatever -1. And now if we wanna set this function, or we can access, we should type on this button, unclick, and now decreasement. Let's go refresh our app, and now you can see that we will get our result and what we want. So you go up and you can go down. So this is one of the basic stuffs you can do in React. React is more powerful than a lot of libraries. So one of the most famous library in JavaScript is React. So let's delete all of this and use another example. So RFC, as I mentioned, you get this, and now you just type useState, and now let's do our const. Here we will get a value and set value. This is the most casual like way you can do this, and most simple. So use state, and now we'll type a string. I will show you a string. This is nothing, like value is empty string, and this is when we will get another string. So let's go and type input, as you can see, and close the input, and now here we'll type our type, which is going to be text. Let's create a value, and the value is going to be our value. So maybe this will be like more confusing about you, so let's not use value if you don't understand. Let's use like st value, which stands for string value, which I don't know why it is, but st value. So you see, you understand what I'm trying to say. So here we should type SD value. No, S. S. I'm sorry, guys. S is with uh, capital letter, and I write it down with another. So this is our value, which is nothing right now, but it's gonna be changed when we. So if we type unchange button function, or this is when we want to call something like input or button when we want to change something. So let's here create an arrow function because we didn't create like another function. So if we don't create here like a function, then we'll in this function we'll state value. This is a more better way to learn, and you can learn faster by creating this. So arrow function is like easier way and faster. Maybe it's not easier, but it's faster. So let's put it in set SD value. This is when we're going to change our value. So in here we will type first we'll have to assign a parameter. This is what's going on. Okay, I'm sorry guys. I just the screen went black for a second. So this is E or event or another variable, whatever you want to call it. So E dot target, which is the word is telling you that we're gonna target something, and then E target value. We want to target a value, and this is not this value. This is the value that's inside input. So let's actually go to our code and open. But first, let's create our SD value, which is going to be changed uh, when we use this statement. So let's go here, refresh our page, and fail to compile. Just refresh it because we should not get an error. Oh, I no, everything is fine. Okay, it just takes a little bit longer when you're using React. You can see. So as you can see, we have input field. When we're gonna focus, we type and it's focused. So if we type like hello Brad Pitt, you will see it's printed out on the screen. So you can type like hello, this is useState React. So there you go. We saw another example. So this is actually it for this video. useState. You can like use Boolean or whatever. So this is the basic way when you want to use set useState hook. So let's just clear it out once more. Set value is the value that's set here, and set on value is a value that's going to be changed when we use this function or state. We change actually this value. So this is very simple. I'm trying to simplify it for you. Don't worry if you don't understand nothing until this point. After this video, you'll understand more. And thank you so much for watching. If you want to see another video about hooks and React, go to my playlist and like this video, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this video. It really means something for me. And thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video.